With your cousin gone, there's nothing for you to really do here. You leave the estate and head out to explore the town. Nice. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop. Especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between you, the two of you, clean and bury some of the tension. Though, maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. And again, maybe it's the perfect time. Continue down the path. It's really pretty out here. Finally, you made it back to town! The Hollow, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, the windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. A dog! Gretchen, come back here! Oh! Why, I do declare, who is this stranger and why does she smell of peanut butter? Sorry about that, Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. A pug, she's so cute! I love pugs, she's so cute. I'm charmed. It is always a pleasure to meet someone with good taste. Thanks, she is cute. Sure, most of her teeth have fallen out and she's got a couple weird growths, but for a 17-year-old pug, that's pretty good. It is. She's 17? That's gotta be really old for a dog, right? These bones might be old, but I am as spry as I've ever been and more than capable. It sure is. She's about 84 in dog years. I'm hoping she beats the current record holder and makes it to 19. Or better yet, 20. The more time we get together, the better. Isn't that right, Gretch? Oh, I plan to be around much longer than that. I wouldn't dare leave you all on your lonesome, Stella. But where are my manners? Talking to you for this long without introducing myself? I'm Stella. She's got a Mothman t-shirt. It's not often I see a strange face up in the Hollow. Every now and then there's some new crop of coal folk. But you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Introduce myself. Hi, I'm Mika. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? Upon mention of your cousin, Gretchen mutters under her breath. One of these days I'll get that Tabitha to pat me. It's the only person I can think of who would come to town for the funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I feel a little worried about her all alone up in that big house. I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so bubbly. She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. Is she always so, you know, rough around the edges? Yep, that's Tabby for you. I wouldn't take it too personally. I'm not sure what it says about her state of mind, that she's still the same old grumpy self. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even though she's probably never admit it. How long have you known her? Oh, quite a long time. The town's really small, so everybody knows everybody else as far back as they can remember. Tabby and I got a little close when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustardist. As you might have expected, she was moved in a little quickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated and that was that. I haven't seen that girl, her horrible little cat, since I was middle-aged. Oh, that was Gretchen. Oh, before it slips my mind, if you're staying up in that spooky mansion, you must have met Foo-Foo. How does that monster fail? Sounds like Foo-Foo and you have a history. Ugh, Tabitha's cat? Unfortunately, we've met. She's so condescending. Wait, what? Are you messing with me? You can actually talk to my dog, right? I'm joking. If I could actually talk to animals, do you think I'd do that in front of people? I'd be way more discreet than that. Couldn't have people knowing my secret. Yeah, of course, that'd be ridiculous. You and Stella, we maintain silent, awkward eye contact. Well, next time you see that devil, please send my regards. And do let her know that not only do I still draw a breath, but I very much still plan to outlive her. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Follow her. The pleasant aroma of greasy food hangs heavy in the air in contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate. The diner is filled with comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Quietly slide into the nearest booth. You slide into the nearest booth, pretending that you didn't notice everyone in the diner gawking at you like they've just seen Bigfoot. No need to be so shy. They don't meet many strangers. It's kind of a big deal when someone new wanders into town. Especially since, well, they probably all know what you're here for, and by extension, who you're related to. Even if you don't know anybody, it's not easy keeping secrets in a town this size. Hey Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They gracefully place a cup of specially brewed coffee in front of Stella. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Avery. And here's some biscuit. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Oh, for me? For me? Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Tip, you can hit the 8 button to hide the text box anytime. Oh, look at her go! Anything for you? Let's see. How much is the coffee? How much is the coffee? $1, but that gets you unlimited refills. Sweet deal, I'll have a cup. No problem. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and, sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. So they've gone for the biscuit. They're really good. But I guess you've got all week. Maybe you'll get one tomorrow. It's killing me. Ugh. Anyway, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. And there's always the evening event at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. Look at the puppy! And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. Is the potluck a totes thing? Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member? No, the Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library. Not too many people go to church around here if I'm being honest. Wow. A non-religious community in the rural South? That's gotta be unusual. I know. We must seem like such heathens. But there are plenty of God-fearing folks in town. They just aren't the biggest fans of the local church. Well, the building's okay, but the pastor's another story. There's something a little off about the guy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. Unfortunately, you probably will. Anyway, those are the big events I can think of. As for the day today, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? I'll probably just do what I can to support Tabitha through this. I kind of assumed I'd be spending my time trying to help Tabitha, but with how quickly she ran off today, I'm not sure that's enough for a full schedule. That's really sweet of you, but you're right. They'll definitely still leave you with plenty of time to kill. Have you thought about exploring the local trails at all? I'm usually out there for a few nights a week for my job, and I'd be happy to show you around. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns with a biscuit and tow. Is there nothing else coming for me? Gosh, if I had known that plate of bacon would be my main and only course, I would have waited before digging in. Hey, Winnie wanted to give you a biscuit on the house. She sends her condolences. You didn't have to do that. Oh, you didn't have to do that. It looks great. No worries. Hope you enjoy it. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but a butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is perfect biscuit. Whoa. This biscuit's the best I've ever had, but that's not saying much. Woo. But you're not too big on biscuits in general. I don't think I actually like biscuits. Like, I know this is a really good biscuit and I eat it again, but if this was the best the world has to offer, consider me unimpressed. Oh, I didn't mean to click that one. Damn. Are you kidding me? I can't go back? To each her own, I guess. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. He is staring her down. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not gonna go around tooting your own horn, you know I'm gonna do it for you. See, Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Hey, me too! What was that noise? Oh, it's him. Let's see. Wow, that's rad. Wow, that's rad. I've never met a YouTuber before. I'd love to check out your channel at some point. Aw, thanks. It's nothing much, but it pays the bills. But it's mostly a passion project, you know? She's selling herself short, Mika. Her stuff is amazing. She hunts cryptids. Could have guessed that one. Wait, how did she know my name? Oh, sorry, it's just that most people in town know about you. Sorry, I'm sure that must seem creepy. Ah, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. The hall is a small place. Everybody knows everybody, and that includes extended family. Oh no, who's been talking about me? I've never even met this side of the family. What would they even talk about? Your aunt must have been getting it from somewhere else. She was always on about something you were up to. Oh, oops, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. What matters is that now people can meet the real you, so it doesn't matter what poor Anne may or may not have said. Who? Is my mother haunting the manor? Is that why there was, is that why there was piano noises? Did she go back to the mansion after she died and talk to poor Anne? Yeah, you can always make a good first impression and wipe the slate clean with the whole town. Oh god, what was she saying about me? Oh jeez, look, I'm sorry I said anything. Hey, don't worry about it. Poor Anne was a gossip and would do this sort of thing with everyone. Spreading weird little rumors about folk was kind of her trademark. Anyway, weren't we in the middle of talking about Stella's illustrious YouTube career? I guess we will, won't we? I think the best video to start with would be the river one, not the lake, but you know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River runner. I didn't expect much expect much out of that footage at the time, but it would round up being my most popular video by far. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Katawa River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. What is that? So I'll pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be twice the size of any beaver I've ever seen. I also heard people saying it was a dog or a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. It was a mountain lion. I could smell the stink from miles away. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. Well, Gretchen says it was a mountain lion. Whatever it is, you should leave it alone. Oh, don't worry, I have a strict take only videos, leave only footprints policy. Oop, shit! I tapped it against my keyboard. Whatever, she's not gonna touch it. I wish only to observe, like a proper documentarian. I was curious to see what you thought, though. Bless you. Since there was so much controversy on Twitter and in my comment section over what it actually was. There were even actual experts weighing in. It was cool, honestly, and it meant the video did great numbers. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. So it's not like any local sanctuaries were missing one, but there's always people keeping exotic animals as pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Haha, exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't have to camp anywhere. I'm going to go after the... Wait, no spoilers. Whoops, sorry, Avery. It's okay, I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. See you all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after the skunk ape. What's a skunk ape? Never heard about that one. It's like Bigfoot, but smellier. Oh. Big skunk. Skunkfoot. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck, playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say? You want to tag along? Hold the camera with me while I narrate against the darkening sky, that sort of thing? No, because I'm going to spend time with Tabitha. No. It'll be fun, I promise. If you don't find a skunk ape, the woods have a lot to offer. You'll be able to see the stars at night with no light pollution whatsoever. You're guaranteed to encounter some interesting wildlife, and best of all, you get to eat hiking snacks. Ooh, trail mix. Ugh, I got shit in my eye. They're my favorite part of hiking, so I always have a full stock. Most of the snacks are homemade too, in case that tempts you. You're not gonna let this go till I say yes. But I wanna go hang out with Tabby! But those snacks, fine, I'll come, but those snacks had better be good. Don't worry, I take my snack making very seriously. Hear that, Gretchen? It won't just be you and me. We'll have somebody else with us, just like old times. That was actually how the channel got started. Me and my middle school buddies, Kanika and Reese, running around in the woods, flipping over rocks and bothering salamanders. Our videos were terrible, but we had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered to us. You know, it gives me a thought, since I've already invited another person along, it might be fun to extend an invitation to my old chums and see if we can't make a little reunion special or something. Now, I guess Kanika has to close at the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his hidey hole if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Reading about rings. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or? Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind. Oh, I was just calling. Oh shit. She's Tabitha's cousin. I know. Yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're going to look for the skunk I ate. Maybe you could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hangout. How's that? Haha, yeah, I'll bring her. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Reese, there's always something off about that boy. Never did like the smell of him. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? Why? He's excited to meet you, of course. I think you'll find most folk in town are. Is he okay? He's not feeling well, that's all. He had a lot going on in the past, 10 years or so, but I feel like it's gotten worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious. You'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. We'll see. I don't know how much I should commit to doing this week. That's fair, but if you find you have the time, he'd love to meet you, and I think you'd get along. But we can talk about making friendship plans later. For now, we've got skunk ape to hunt. So we should probably head out if we want to make up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. You pause before giving up. Maybe it's time to make good first impressions. After all, everyone in town has heard awful things about you from your now deceased aunt. Leave a generous tip. You reach into your pocket and pull out a crumpled $5 bill. You know it's a bit more than one would expect to get from such a dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you've got it. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously. Oh, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure. Stella turns to leave the diner with you following close behind. It hasn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place far from civilization, and the people you know following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel strangely calm. The setting sun paints beautiful colors in the sky. Fresh air fills your lungs, and pleasant songs of crickets trill around you as night descends. This is where you're supposed to be, with Stella by your side, a sweet smile on her face, and Gretchen plodding along in front without a care on the road. Gotta love the brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record since last year at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which will find its way to be even worse. It's just so nice to feel the chill in the air, and see the leaves change. Like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Gotta turn that down just a little bit. There we go. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. Ever had anything that's not cryptid? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. Never had much luck though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping to stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house, getting woke up over a gust of wind and creaky floorboards. When all is said and done, it's just been I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I so heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there were actually people out there who turned into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beasts genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they really are out there, geez, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity in flames. So let's hope all of that is just bunk, am I right? What about aliens? What do you think about aliens? Don't even get me started. Do you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. I adore my darling Stella, but she gives the strangest ideas in her head these days. Ever since her parents went away, she's been more and more foolhardy with all the critter nonsense. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. Aliens are real! Nice, I knew we had a connection. I know somebody who knows somebody who heard a story from this trucker in Fayetteville. His truck stopped in the middle of the road, just shut down completely, even though he had a full tank of gas. Well, that can happen for any reason. And suddenly it looked like daylight outside. He could see cows out in the fields, birds in the sky, and this metallic egg thing. Oh god, I hate these. One of his pinkies. Secondhand nonsense, yep. Maybe it was just sleep paralysis. Could have been the government. You shrug. It's not like they don't have a history of conducting weird experiments on people. So the government does mess up stuff on the daily, but the way I see it, I have about as much control over what they do as I would over extraterrestrial beings. So if I have no control over these things, I might as well choose to think it's been aliens all this time and let a little joy into my heart, you know? Okay, besides, it's not like it matters which of us is right if either of us is right at all. I'll die one day, and so will you, and eventually there'll be no one left who remembers us or what we did in our lifetimes. Damn, you've disarmed me with your nihilism. And now I feel an empty pit in my soul at the thought of the vastness of time. Oh, don't worry. Isn't there some comfort in the inherent meaninglessness of all actions? Has anything bad happened on these hikes? Just curious. Let me think. There was that time back in early high school when we used to fall down a cliff. But he was fine. We had some folks from town pick up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a couple of months to heal. Although no, not too bad. Though there was also that time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wumpus cats. What the hell is a wumpus cat? But I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. It turns out that the Wumpus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bowed to tears. Lassie, she is not. As if I made sure to give those nasty little skunks a piece of my mind. That's what I did, and I kept Stella company. You just as you would for me if I decided to hide in a hole for hours. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later, and I was right as rain. Biscuit! Come here. Come here. Go lay down. You're okay. See, you're a good boy. You're okay. So it could have been a lot worse. And there was that time I accidentally stumbled onto old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I barely count it. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen aside from the cryptids? Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there was always the deal I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. Chucks, though. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, Tatanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It's 5 foot deep, 30 foot wide, pile of old cans and beer and bottles and assorted garbage with grass and trees growing. Tetanus growing on it. You could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. But it'll be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. It's all stuff from the 50s too, which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. Okay, let's move on. Did you hear that? Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Oh, Duke, you rascal. Same to you, Stella. You're always jumping at nut and go. Oh, pew. Sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie, it's just old Duke. What are you looking for way out here? Skunk ape. Sorry I asked. And who's this you've suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick, you want. Is that? Yep. I see. Welcome to the Hollow. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Now both of you. Oh, head on back to town. You hear it's best to steer clear of this area tonight. I'm out here dealing with my own critter and wouldn't be too appreciative of a couple of fools with a camera scare away the most sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy. Something musky? You see anything like this recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your own business, Stella Witzman. Put that damn camera down. Ah, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know, I learned from the best. That you did, but I've yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about Chunkabunga? Or what have you. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and I can't afford to lose any more than that. I'm sorry to hear that, but I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no Skunk Ape, whatever the hell it is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. It couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, the mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been any actual sighting since the 1990s. And even those were iffy. It's true, there are mountain lions out here. So they pee on all the best trees. Can't believe you go out there on your YouTubes saying some river monster spotted by a couple of Scoids Bull Scouts has been 100% confirmed. The Appalachian Cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. Oh, shit in my hair again. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people are posting on your video. They'll call me all kinds of names just for seeing things with my own eyes that I know to be true. I'm sorry, Duke, but I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. But it's not impossible. You'll eat those woods when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of these woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. What? Okay. Right on, Duke. Kill that mountain lion. Hell yeah, right on, Duke. You gotta protect your property. An eye for an eye. Life for a life. I say we let him have his night in the woods, Stella. See? She gets it. Now go home! But I've gotta film tonight. This video needs to be out by tomorrow evening so I can keep on schedule. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor. Who knows what that'll mean for my career. You ain't the only one on the schedule. As you well know, my boy, Bo and me are headed down to the state's field to show off Big Betty. We'll be gone near a whole week, so our chicken coop might as well have a big all-you-can-eat sign on it. You know how I feel about my chickens. I couldn't take it if I lost any more of my poor little ladies. Let's just go, Stella. He's not gonna budge. You're right, no point in losing any more time arguing. Fine, we'll head back to town. Break a leg out there, Duke. Break a what now? It means good luck, old man. Alright, have a nice night, y'all. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on, I know a trail that'll let us go around him. Oh no, we aren't actually headed back to town. Are you sure you don't want to, watch the movies instead? No way, not with Duke and his shotgun out there waiting to blow our heads off. I know about old men and guns, so no. Nuh-uh, no way, not with Duke and his shotgun out there. Oh, I like my head intact, not blown to pieces, thank you very much. I understand your fears, Mika. This is an opportunity for a once-in-a-lifetime adventure. Seize it while you can. Oh, you don't have to worry about Duke. I've been out tracking with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. But even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. There's no shaking you, is there? Oh, fine then. You just follow me until I finally relent and go monster hunting with you. I promise it'll be fun and safe. The trail's just up this way. Let's go.